Welcome back to more MLE action. It is week 6, and we are still brought to you by APM Music. Your content turned up. I am Foof, and I am joined by the one, the only, the Packerhead himself, Xander. Xander, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing great.
Look at you looking all snazzy.
I'm looking snazzy. You're looking snazzy too, all dressed up. We followed up with Grant, and I think we look sharper than he does, so that's a positive here. It's a positive in the heart.
Well, it's not about us, unfortunately. We can look sharp on the camera, but it's up to these teams to look sharp in front of us. So, you know, we had 2 great series ahead. The first one going to Game 5 and ending in a win there, and then a 4-1 running for the Express. Now we look here. We got the Hive and the Foxes, number 14 and number 16 here in this ML matchup.
Yeah. Not looking the strongest for either one of them. Very heavy losing records, and the Foxes only winning 1 series out of this season, not looking strong, and Hive only winning 2 out of the 6 that they've played. It's not looking strong, but Benjamin's leading with MVPR, and not much is leading there for the Hive. Thunder B's pretty much leading everything except win percentage, so he's a bomb, and I've seen him many times throughout this season, and he's been outstanding in every which way, as they're already once again, and it's just it's unbelievable how well he can play up to the standards that he may not see himself at, but he gets to that point each and every time.
Well, what's a really fun thing to look at is, as you have to worry about rank ups, rank downs, people moving around, Grandy are looking to make their first twos debut on the side of the Foxes. Then you look across the pitch, you got Waffle King started in that CL, that Champion League, and ranked up. They are 4-2 series so far, so a couple of new faces, but a couple old familiar ones as well. And it is truly do or die for both of these teams close to the bottom, at the bottom here. And so a win, not only win, but a sweep is what both of these teams need, and so they should be fighting tooth and nail to find a way.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty sharp nail. Thunder B, Grand Dior, Benny Nim, and Waffle King already on the pitch. 5 minutes on the clock. Off the kickoff. Going to go in the favor of the Foxes over to the blue corner. Going to push it over to the opposite corner. Grant Dyer's going to beat this one up off the ceiling, but it's going to get past him. Still in the offensive half, but a long clear out. Can Waffle King get over there? He's going to play this one a little bit slower. Allow Grant Dyer to get the clear over to the corner. The Waffle King shot off the post, and it's another slow roller. Grant Dyer's going to take this one out. Hard first touch, but going to have to put this one out into the middle. Not going to do so, so Waffle King put it over into the corner. Not going to get the second touch, as Benjamin's going to get the demo. A demo on Waffle King, and Grant Dyer has a wide open net. First goal goes to the Foxes.
Lightning strikes first, and they strike off of the back of a demo. Grandier making a big-time shot off of the pass from Thunder. A great job of taking advantage of positioning, and now sitting up by 1. Foxes.
Yeah, Foxes are on top. Looking for Benjamin here to really show off what he's got to prove in this series. Hive needing this to really go a little bit farther in front of the Foxes. 1 minute has now surpassed. Thunder gonna get beat out in the offensive half, as Grant Dyer is gonna look for the dunk. He's gonna get it, but it's gonna go off the post. He's gonna get beat out once again. Thunder B take this one up over to the corner. Gonna get the touch over into the middle. Slow floater. Gonna drop down. Waffle gonna take this one out of his own end. Gonna get demoed by his efforts. Grand Dyer over to Thunder B. Thunder B gonna get dunked on here. Grand Dyer not gonna put this one into his own net, but a 50 off the sidewall. And Waffle King has showed up a little bit here. The Hive trying to get there first, but it's not going through, and the Foxes are still holding on, but the defense is still a little bit shaky.
Well, right now having 100% of their team shots. Waffle King trying to find that offensive pressure. You know, it's about finding different ways to move the defense around, especially in twos. You have so much space and so much freedom, as once again, Thunder B and the Foxes taking advantage of demos, and that is truly just that Arctic Division play style.
Yeah, Hive playing a little bit stronger, but it's still going back and forth. Thunder trying to drop this one down, put them up by 2, but it's going to be saved on the goal line. Waffle King going to get the second touch off the defender. Grand Dyer going to send this one over to the sidewall. Not going to get this one cleared out until Thunder B take this one out slow, trying to draw in Bennyman. He can. Going to win the 50. Waffle King's going to have to go up. Got plenty of boost in the tank. Still not a lot to play with here for the Hive, as they're literally just playing the clear game. And Grand Dyer's just going to lurk over on the offensive half with Bennyman. Going to get the clear out to the sidewall, but no shot on by the Foxes. Waffle King going to get the save. And the Hive still getting a little bit bantered here with shots, but still holding on pretty nicely with about 2 minutes left to play. I can't seem to understand why the Hive can't get the offensive pressure the way that the Foxes are able to.
Well, Xander,
Grand Dyer gets one.
It's a perfect example. I wanted to call it in midair. It has been ball control, and there is another fine example of that. Getting the ball on top of that Fennec, arcing, twisting, and softly kissing that into the net. The Foxes extend the lead by 1.
Yeah, 2 minutes left, up by 2. The Hive not keeping a lot of possession, not getting a lot of shots. That's one coming out here, but Waffle King's caught out a little bit awkward, so he's not able to get another shot on, keep the pressure going. This one's going to be reversed back over to the Hive half, but it's going to get cleared out pretty nicely. Grand Dyer going to get the clear out over to Grand Dyer again. It's going to miss the touch to clear this one out, but Thunder's there to clean this one up. Grand Dyer is going to get demoed here by Bennyman, and it's going to open up a little bit more space, but the Foxes are still putting on a lot of pressure. About 1:20 left to play, and the Foxes have gained complete control over this game, and the Hive very little chances on net as they're still sitting at 0 goals.
Well, Xander, they have ball control, they have boost control, they have game control, and you know what? They have life control. They have been in firm control of who lives and who dies on this Hive side, and a lot of dead worker bees kind of standing around right now, not able to find anything as Thunder looks for the double. Now Grand with an open net, the soft touch, but it's saved by Waffle.
Yeah, it seems like the Queen Bee might have to come out, or the King Bee, however you may want to think about it. But Thunder and Grand Dyer are showing up very, very well. Like you were saying, the possession and the boost has been the key factor here of why the Hive can't seem to get any offensive consistent pressure. They're able to get some, but not consistent pressure like the Foxes have. For about 3.5 or so minutes of this game has gone in the Foxes' way, and the Hive only about 1.5 minutes of their possession really here. That's another shot on high. Thunder B gonna get his own goal here. Put them up by 3, 12 seconds left.
Thunder B playing that point guard, having 2 assists already. Like you said, getting his own stamp on this one. The seal of approval and the kiss of death for game number 1. The Fox is up by 3.
Yeah, this one looks pretty done and over. Hive are gonna try to play for that second game, but Thunder B's gonna get another one. That's his second. Still 6 seconds left. Still another one that could be scored, but it's pretty much impossible now here for the Hive.
Well, Xander, 6 seconds remain, and we're not looking at the scoreboard. We are looking at the scoreboard, Xander. It is 5:40 for Grand and 5:23 for Thunder. Thunder trying to swoop in and steal this last-second MVP. 4 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and that's just gonna touch down. Foxes take game number 1 in incredible fashion. They put on such a clinic. The Hive should be doing some of the same things that the Foxes were doing. Keep possession, keep the boost going like you were saying earlier in this game. Yeah, it's uncomparable that Bennyman not even comparable on the scoreboard here. Got 1 shot in total that was registered. Not much else. Waffle King getting the 4 saves and 2 shots. No goals for the Hive, but it seemed very shaky and like they seemed uncomfortable against the Foxes.
But it was just not finding each other in that transitional play as a defense. It was what the Foxes took advantage of. They had someone sitting out off the ball and someone on the ball almost every time, taking turns, taking that rotation, being ready for those 50s to fly out. Once the Hive couldn't win those one-on-one plays on their half, they were unable to create that counterattack, create that offense, and create the space that you really need to find anything in these 2 types of games.
Yeah, and I'd just like to kind of point out a little bit. We didn't see any saves out from Thunder, but he's the top saver in Master League here with a 3.1 per game over pretty much a lot of other players that have that capability. But he's really showing he's got the defensive. We may have not got the saves registered, but he was still there backing up Grand Dyer at any moment that he needed to, getting the clears out when he needed to, just wearing down time, wearing down the boost of the Hive, which opened up a lot more space, a lot more areas to get the dribbles in, and just keep possession overall was just fantastic to see.
Well, the important thing here, Xander, is finding a way to get on offense. You can have all the saves in the world, but if you have no goals to show for it, then they don't matter. And I feel like that's what the Foxes have felt most of this season. Obviously not the best situation here as Thunder puts another crack on. And so deciding just to take all the training weights off, put some offensive pressure on and find shots of their own.
Yeah. Got Waffle King up, gonna get beat in the air. Benjamin gonna get the 50 over to the sidewall once again. Waffle King off the sidewall, gonna look for the double touch, but gonna get the touch off the backboard from the clear from Thunder. Thunder's gonna follow this one up, gonna get beat out by Bennynim. Bennynim 2-on-1 against Grand Dyer, gonna get the pass over, but the Hive can't complete the pass. Not gonna be their first of the series because they're still looking for their first in the series. 1 minute has surpassed, and I'm liking the offensive pressure, but it still needs to be a little bit more consistent because the Foxes still keeping a little bit more possession in their favor.
Well, usually you have that game one buffer where both teams fill each other out. It was really just the Hive playing defense and the Foxes just being able to tee off. So getting this a little bit more of a mid-ground as there's Grant putting it top in, bending back. A beautiful touch.
Yeah. You see the touch off the Bennynim. He knew that was not going to be the greatest touch because it rolled off the sidewall. Going to go up float, and then Grand Dyer had the option to put this one in, and he chose the perfect spot right into that right upper 90, and that's 1-0 lead. Looking like the same story, but not as fast here because now Thunder B has one under his name. 1.5 minutes has surpassed, and the Foxes are looking exactly like game one.
Under B, the man who was passing it all game one and then decided he wanted to find some extra shots, gets the dish there from his teammate, taking advantage of it. And once again, the Foxes up 2 goals.
Yeah, 90 seconds. Thunder B gonna get the touch off a kickoff. That's a shot on target by embedding him. But Grand Dyer here gonna take it on his own. Gonna get 50. Bounce hard off the ceiling. Thunder B's got time to collect here. Got about 50 boosts to play with. Grand Dyer's going to turn off of this one. Going to get that nice touch over to the sidewall on the Hive. Looking like they have an option, but Thunder B's going to play it smart out in the background. Going to try to get over Bennynim. Bennynim holding his ground strong here. Going to turn off of this one, though. Playing the respects to Grand Dyer and what the Foxes have put up. You might not want to give that much respect, just knowing that you're down by 2. Not even a halftime yet, so maybe a little bit more risky plays may have to come out of the Hive because not much is occurring for their offense.
Well, it is trying to find it off of their own end. They had a little bit of pressure there, a shot coming through, but it's still not enough. The Foxes able to get back in time. Grand running underneath them, getting the big time save there. A savior medal. All 3 shots that the Hive have put on have been saved. They are accurate. They are technically threatening, but they are not dangerous enough, and it doesn't matter because Thunder B is dangerous enough, and Thunder B showing off for the B stream here. 3-0 for the Foxes.
Yeah, you know what happens after lightning? That's thunder, and Thunder has now surpassed basically all expectations coming into this one. Believe that is, yeah, that's his second now, but still bottom of the leaderboard for the Foxes. But Grand Dyer being that savior here, it's just holding strong for the Foxes, looking exactly like game one, up by 3. Plenty of time left, and the Hive still struggling here on offense. May have a chance here in front of the Foxes net. Waffle King gonna get tied up here with Thunder B. And Grand Dyer gonna get the clear out soft. It's an open net. Thunder B a little bit low on boost, but he could have gone for that one. I think Grand Dyer might have called him off. Under 2 minutes now, and the Foxes still holding strong here. Not as much offensive pressure as I just keep going back to slow, and Foxes looking a little bit slower here, allowing the Hive to get a little bit more possession, but it's still resulting in the Hive overcommitting like we're going to see right there. Thunder B's going to get his third here for the hat trick.
Get brained on Hive. Thunder V pulling the fake retreat, drawing them all the way in, and all of a sudden, here comes the cavalry, and the Foxes once again extend the lead. They are up 4 and are looking to go 2-0 here in the beginning of the series.
It's looking pretty favorable here, Foof, just because Benningham gonna get the shot on. That's his first. That's the first goal for the Hive in this series. That is about 9 minutes surpassed of gameplay, and it's taken this long to get one.
A wise man once told me we take those, and that's exactly what the Hive do. They have an opportunity, they take it, and able to get back, not really within reaching distance, but get this game slowly back on track.
Yeah. Getting back on track, but look dangerous there off the kickoff. Benningham waiting here slowly. We keep calling out his name a lot, as well as Waffle King, but it's just not the chances coming through. They got one goal, their first, finally, after about 9 minutes, but it's just showing that the Foxes can really hold on to a lead way stronger than the Hive can actually get a goal on the board. That seemed to be way tougher than the Foxes keeping a lead, and they've done that very, very well.
Well, it's about controlling anything, be it controlling the tempo, controlling the ball, controlling the boost, and that is exactly what this Foxes squad has done. They came out with a plan, Xander, and they have executed it almost to perfection. Demo's still coming through. Foxes still have the pressure, they still have the lead, and they're looking to close out this game number 2.
Yeah, 20 seconds remaining. Foxes up by 3, trying to look for a 5th one here. 15 seconds now, and it's looking like the Foxes are going to take game number 2. Golden numbers on the screen. And yeah, Foxes are going to take game number 2 up 2-0 in the series. And the Hive, you're going to have to think about something between these 2 games and think about what they really need to fix, because there's a lot that needs to be fixed that the Foxes have done very well at during this series.
It is about opportunity and seizing that opportunity, Xander. When you have the chance to find a goal and you can't take advantage of it, that is what separates a good team from a great team. Making those opportunities happen versus succeeding on those opportunities. That's what the Foxes have done. They have capitalized on any and every mistake, and that is why they saved almost 100% of the shots, and the one they didn't save was in. But the same thing can't be said for the Hive right now.
Yeah, the Hive just looking shaky. I can't find another word. It's just very shaky. It's just the stairs are very wobbly and just spinning. They seem to be spinning a little bit, I would say, uneasy here. And the Foxes seem very easy to take this one in an incredible fashion, up 2-0, holding that possession. Like you just keep mentioning, the possession has been the ultimate goal here, besides putting in goals. That's the object of the game as far as we know. We don't know any different besides that. And I believe, Foof, you just keep going back to the possession. And you said one time about boost management. I don't know if the Hive have really hurt on that one, but the Foxes have really, they've always had boost in the tank. They've always had enough to be able to do exactly what they want to do. And that may be the reason why they're ahead, as well as keeping that possession strong.
Well, it is that and opportunities being turned away like that. The Hive had a chance early, but it finds a way to hit the post instead. The United Postal Service is still cooking as Benningham has to make a huge time save, and that is something I will give the Hive credit. They haven't been there for those saves. They are there that time. They are better positionally right now, so Game 3 is a chance for these guys to make a statement and put this series back in contention. But never mind, that demo comes to Grandier, takes it all the way home, walking it back. The Foxes' supremacy continues.
Yeah, Foxes, Grandier, gonna bring this all the way through, and the Hive can't do anything about it. One's over in the corner, one gonna get the demo, but not too fast. And Foxes up again early. They've scored at least one goal within the minute of each game, and that's a second one. Thunder B gonna get his own. Both have one, and both looking incredibly strong, just like the previous two games.
Everybody eats, Xander. It is a cardinal rule if you are on my team in Rocket League. We want to make sure everyone gets the ball, everyone gets a goal, and that is what the Foxes continue to do. There is a buffet, and they are just grubbing right now.
What's on this buffet?
Apparently Hive and honey.
Oh, cool. I'm hoping that there's at least a little bit more. And Grand Dyer's going to add, I guess, a little bit more onto that buffet here. Getting his second, up by 3. And we haven't even passed 1 minute. And they're still putting on more goals than what the Hive can put up in just one game.
Not a minute in, but 3 goals deep. Now the test stands tall for the Hive. They had some pressure early. They've had a chance, but they get denied again and again and again at these points of attack, be it the 50, be it the passes. They have to find a way to break through because the Foxes, they have just looked nigh impenetrable right now.
Yeah. It's looking like pretty much, it's like a deflated whoopee cushion that has now been still deflated, but the Foxes just keep egging them on, try to play a little bit stronger, but then the Foxes just shut them right down as Thunder B take this one over, steal the boost again, but that's going to go over Grand Dyer's head, and the Hive, Benningham, going to get another one here for the Hive. That's only their second of the series, and it's looking a little bit sad, but they're going to get one on the board.
Well, getting one on the board is always a good thing, and getting it on the board with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left, that is a great thing. The Hive, very good opportunity stands in front of them.
At least they're starting this one off a little bit stronger than the previous two, trying to get their own game win, as still the Fox is still leading 3-1, 3 minutes left to play. Fox is coming out strong again. Grand Dyer going to pop this one up for a second time. Thunder's going to be demoed on the opposite side of the half, and Grand Dyer still going to compete with this one. Lose on the 50, Waffle King. Slow roller pass, not going to get to his teammate, but Thunder B's going to win that one, read that one to the dime. Benjamin over on the sidewall, but Waffle King going to have to 50 with Grand Dyer. Grand Dyer got 30 boosts to work with, and now he's going to drop down. Going to drop down again, and the slow shot is going to go in. That's his hat trick, and there's still plenty of time left on the clock.
Xander, I have said it before, I'll say it again, and I will continue to say it. The slow play is always too OP. Psyonix, when will you nerf it? Because my old man reflexes are not prepared. When you slow the pitch down, you shift it down, and that is exactly what the Foxes do, hopping up by another one.
Yeah. Foxes up by 3. We've seen this scoreline before, and it got worse in the previous game. Thunder B, defensive strong again. Waffle King has not even passed 100 points, sitting at 50 now for the Hive, while Grand Dyer and Thunder B sitting, at least Thunder's over 200, Benjamin over 300, but Waffle King not showing up to his ability. But Benjamin in the midfield, gonna take this one out on his own, gonna get the slow dribble, but back over the Waffle King, clear out by Grand Dyer, but it's not gonna get very far. Waffle King gonna get the block out. Thunder B gonna take this one out, get the passing play over Benningham, gonna get the touch off the backboard, follow this one up, touch off the sidewall, and Thunder B's gonna collect this one, but a pass straight to Waffle King. Can he get the double touch down? He cannot, but Benningham's gonna put a shot on. But Thunder's going to make the save because it was not that hard. And it just seemed not as on target as what the Hive have been looking for. And that's where those opportunities, like you keep saying, they keep wasting them a little bit.
Well, it wasn't a wasted opportunity. It was an opportunity grasped by the Hive. They took the shot. They had the play. It just was not enough beans. And it is just execution in the end. And that's going to be execution coming through from Benningham, setting it up, knocking it down, finding a way to put it home. The Hive cut the lead in half and are only down 2.
Yeah, I like that final touch by Benningham. Going to get that one around 1. Then has to get that final touch to add a little bit more power to get that bounce in, get it past that last defender, that goalie, to get that one in, bring us back to 2-goal lead for the Foxes. The Foxes try to look for another one, but they're going to get caught out, and the Hive, Benningham going to get the hat trick, and the Hive are alive here in game number 3.
A heroic performance is being played out in front of you, Twitch chat audience. I hope you're seeing this. Benningham says, get on my back. We are trying to take this series back. 3 big-time goals to put the Hive back within 1.
Yeah, 60 seconds left on the clock. Thunder B gonna take this one up. Not gonna get the double taps. Waffle King gonna get the clear out. Pass Grand Dyer. He's got to come off the backboard. He can drop this one off the ceiling, but still dangerous. And Benningham gonna get this one in. Tied ball game. 49 seconds remaining.
Xander, there's no other way to say it. There's that man again, doing it again, finding the ways. I was worried that his teammate was going to get the self-save, but doesn't. Benningham, off of a Herculean effort, ties this match up with only 50 seconds left.
I feel like Benningham's pretty much just telling Waffle King that, like, just feed me something. I can put this one in, and he does. That's his 5th. They take the lead. They come down from a 4-1 game, and now they're up by 1. 41 seconds remaining, and the Hive are on fire.
No lead is ever safe when there is time on the clock. 3 minutes and 23 seconds is not the time to unplug it. And so the Hive taking advantages, but so is Thunder. A lot of space and a shot coming through. The Foxes looking for a play here. The pass mid. No, that's actually a shot. Waffle King has to arc up. That Octane doing enough on the back end. Grandeur looking for the pass mid. No, it's a shot in still. Once again, there's that man. Benningham playing offense, playing defense, but I don't think it's enough. But this time, Waffle King stands tall. Savior medal in hand. Hive trying to defend this offensive push.
Yeah, Benningham got 8 shots under his nail. He's really carrying it here. 10 seconds remaining for the Foxes. Grand Dyer gonna get it past Benningham, but Waffle King's gonna put this one on target off the backboard. 1 second remaining. Can the Foxes keep this one up, or Benningham's gonna send this one down? Can Grand Dyer keep this one up? He can, but it's gonna touch down, and Hive are gonna take game number 3. Foxes are up 2-1 in the series, but going into game 4, the Hive looking to tie this one up, trying to send us to a game 5 decider. And if they continue to play like that, they will have that option.
Hey, Xander, I need you to listen close with me. Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That is the sweep being denied, and now there is a chance. I think I hear it. The Hive trying to get something going for the reverse sweep. They have come out. They made a statement here off on the back of Benningham, making a huge 8 shots, 5 goals, being the difference maker, and then playing on the back end was Waffle King, 3 big saves. The Foxes, they put the pressure on, they had the shots, they had the goals, Xander. What point do you think you're going to lose a 4-1 game? At what point?
Never.
Exactly. And that is what happened. Go ahead.
Yeah, being an FL, that happens more often than not, but it's such a disappointer when you're leading that strong, you're playing that strong, and then, well, you think you have it all secured, you still see plenty of time left on the clock, and you just say, well, they're going to play as hard, but we're just going to play a little bit lax. They can score a few and we'll still be fine. But no, the Hive still plays strong. Benningham plays awesome here. Waffle King going to get those final couple of saves to keep them in that one, not send it to overtime. A lot of Foxes to get that 3rd game win. But the Hive play strong, finish strong, and they get it done.
Well, Xander, they haven't finished strong, but playing strong there. They still have 2 games left and have to win this one to force a crucial game 5. Now the Foxes, though, up to grandeur here, but can't find the touch. The ball bounces back. Waffle King, a lot of free real estate, and the Hive continue their assault on the Foxes' net.
Yeah, I believe that's Waffle King's first goal of this series, and it's a great one here off the sidewall. Gonna follow that one up. No defense inside of Thunder or Grand Dyer. It's not the strongest start here for the Foxes. They might be a little bit butthurt here just because coming back and, well, getting beat here from being up by like 4, that has to hurt your heart a little bit just by losing that one, but they may have a chance here to tie this one up. Grand Dyer off the ceiling. Gonna get the ceiling touch, but it's gonna be cleared out in the Hive. still keeping this 1-goal lead for at least a few seconds. Thunder lurking behind. The shot on target. Grandire's going to make the epic save, but it's going to be put back on target. Waffle King over here lurking. Going to try to put this one back over on target, but Thunder's going to beat him out on top, and Benningham's going to have to get back. Grandire once again there, high up in the air off the corner, trying to get the second touch. He can get it, but not past Waffle King. Waffle King been strong all defense long in the previous game, and now this game trying to keep that lead for as long as possible, because it's the second time they've had a lead, and they don't want to really lose that one very quickly. Try to gain that lead to be a little bit higher, try to keep the Foxes out of game 4.
Well, Xander, they just led at the right time in that last game, but that is the right time for Grandier to strike, finding the moment where the defense is lax, putting in that top left corner, tying this game 4 back up.
Yeah, Benningham picks up that boost, but doesn't have enough time to jump up to make the block. And Waffle King a little bit far out to try to make that save. So that is the first one here in game number 4 for the Foxes. And it's a pretty good one. Perfect placement into the upper 90. Thunderbee pass over high to Grandier, but he's not going to make contact. So it's going to be cleared out over to the corner for Benningham. Not going to be followed up by Waffle King. So that's a win for the Foxes here at Waffle King. Going to get this one cleared out off the whiff from Benningham. Or Waffle King, excuse me, he's going to get the touch. No, he's not going to get the touch. Going to go off the backboard. Thunder looking for the low double tap. But the post has been hurting here, or just the backboard in general for the Foxes. But Waffle King coming back around, and that's his second in this game. Up 1 once again for the Hive.
Finding it off the dish this time from Benningham, and that was a great job of taking a 2-on-1, but that was the defense who had the 2-on-1. They 50'd twice, and there was no one mid to make a save.
Yeah, nobody mid or anybody really in net as all, but that might be another one here. Waffle King going to get the dunk, but Benningham too far behind, and the pressure here is mounting for the Hive. Way more consistent than game 1 or game 2. Trying to keep this one on. Shot gonna be popped high off the backboard by Waffle King. Benningham too far away to make the second touch. Good demo by Waffle King. Open up that space, making a 2-on-1 for just a little bit of time. Gonna be a slow roller over towards the net. Benningham gonna try and make the stop. He's not gonna get it. Grandiere's gonna play this one a little bit awkwardly, and the Foxes not playing up to par as they were, and it's still hurting here just because the Hive playing so very strong, playing the same way they did in game number 3, and it's really showing off here that the Foxes can't keep up now.
The strangest thing is I felt like this Hive were kind of a solo play team, and that is exactly what we have seen. These guys have looked for those solo plays all series long and could not get it cooking. But Benningham pops off last game, and the Waffle goes, whoa, 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 it's a 2's game. It's my turn to get one. And now having both goals in this game, when that right now is the difference maker, though, is Thunder with a crack shot, but not able to find it. Was looking for the inside of the post, but instead puts it too far left.
The Foxes trying to get back into this one, get that mindset back rolling. Grandier off the sidewall. Gonna be cleared out by Benningham here, but Thunder gonna get that touch. Gonna get the 50 on front of the net. We got Grandier back over here, back off the backboard. Grandier gonna get that second touch, drop this one down. Thunderbee gonna follow through. Waffle King slow clear out. That's gonna be pass over into the middle. Waffle King gonna follow this one up. Gonna get the 1v1 play. It's gonna go high. Thunderbee's gonna make the high save. But Waffle King gonna send this one back. Pretty dangerous for the Hive. Can Benningham get back? He can. Gonna outbeat that offensive strong suit of the Foxes. He's still floating down because it's looking pretty dangerous here for the Hive. Foxes trying to tie this one up. And they can, but Grandier gonna get this one low. 40 seconds remaining and the Foxes tie us up.
Good things happen when you're around the net, and that is exactly what the Foxes' plan was. They put shots on, they found passes, they were rotating in front of the net, and there it is, finding the pass there off of Thunderbee. The Foxes tie this crucial game up as they look to secure the series.
Yeah, they want to secure this one in game number 4. Don't want to go to that decider game 5 because so much can happen in game 5 in any series, no matter how you've been playing. or whose momentum's on each side. 20 seconds remaining. Fox is trying to take this one. Thunder Bee gonna go for the 1v1 play. Gonna get the flick. Gonna be off target. Waffle King gonna go with his own ones play. Granddire gonna go up high. And it's going to be slow here. Gonna be pinched over to the side off the 50. We're looking like overtime unless Benningham gets this one in, and he can. That is 1 second remaining. Time for kickoff goal, but Hive have control.
Xander, his man just told you to hold your OT, hold this, and he's trying to tell the Foxes to hold this game for L. A dagger into the Hearts, and a dagger possibly into all of the Hearts fans, as the Hive have done it. They come back from an 0-2 start to force a 2-2 Game 5. Honestly, this is a chance at playoffs for both of these squads. It is an uphill battle, most certainly, and not a sweep for either of these squads, but a win tonight, technically, and I think mathematically, can keep you alive, and that is what both of these teams are fighting so heavily for, and it has come down. Xander, one game, one shot, and I guarantee to you, it will come down to one single touch in this Game 5.
Yeah. One single touch is absolutely correct, because we've seen it so many times. That first touch is that one and only touch that really matters most of the time, because that determines what those follow-up touches may lead to. And that's kind of how you get started with that air dribble, and we've seen quite a few of those. Great control from both teams with those, but it may not always win you that one. We've seen the low plays with the dribbles, and that might be kind of what you may be alluding to, that just that one touch or just those low shots have really improved, not allowing for them to have to get up quickly. Thinking you're going to go high, but you're going to go low instead has been a pretty good gameplay, and both teams have used it, and they may use it a little bit more in this game number 5, deciding game in this series that may help you for playoffs, because each and every game matters so very much. So do series, but games matter so very much.
Well, here it is, Game 5, and it starts with a fairly even kickoff. The Hive having some control here. Waffle King waiting for it to fall, and Thunder Bee overran it. Now Granger has to find the touch, and now Granddire sitting on the backboard here. Soft touch to get it past one. The Hive caught a little too far up, but a good job by Waffle King keeping the pressure on. The Foxes both in the corner here. Need to find some spaces. Benningham is up. The soft touch, but Thunder Bee, that last bastion of defense, and now a field flipper here. A chance for the Foxes.
And Thunder Bee gonna get the high shot on. As soon as he turned that page here, Thunder Bee turns that one up, and that's the first goal for the Foxes in game number 5.
Unfortunately, the Hive got caught a little bit too aggressive, and taking advantage of it is Thunder in the air, climbing the ladder, and just spiking that one down and putting them up.
But just like that, Benningham looking like the shot. Hive are still alive. Long shot, clear. Benningham gonna have to make that touch. Makes a save. Gonna take this one out on his own. Gets the dribble. Waiting for Granddire to make the touch, and he makes an excellent touch. Gonna keep this one out of boost. Can't keep with it. Thunder Bee gonna go over him. Gonna get past him. High floater. Granddire gonna get the touch off the ceiling. He's been so excellent on the backboard, and that's kind of what kept the Foxes alive in those first couple games, just because the Hive did have those chances, but the backboard has been so very strong, and at this level you need that backboard to be strong, or there's gonna be a lot of double taps heading your way.
Feeling very familiar here as the Foxes find the pressure, they find the saves, and then they find the goals. Just absorbing that pressure, and the missed touch there from Benningham, and there it is once again, an unforced error being capitalized on by the Foxes. They're up 2 in game 5.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of long goals between these two teams. The Foxes have had one, and the Hive had one, but Benningham gonna pinch this one off the 50. A nice fast one, 91 miles per hour, and the Hive gonna get their own goal here, only down by 1.
Beats 1, beats 2, finds the back of the net, cuts the lead in half, gives the Hive a chance in game 5.
Yeah, lots of chances here now for the Hive, but might be here for Granddire off the kickoff. Kickoff's looking very dangerous now between these two teams. Granddire gonna be the only one back here. Gonna have to make that touch. Gonna sit there. Gonna get bumped off. But Thunder B's there, luckily. Gonna get the clear off. Long shot. Gonna be on target at Grand Dyer. Gonna get another one here. Put them up by 2. Get that 2-goal lead back in their line.
Finding a way, finding that mythical long goal like we said we haven't seen much of, but extending the lead here, putting them back up by 2, the Hive. That mountain just keeps getting higher.
Yeah, it's no hill. Always been a mountain. And the Hive trying to make it into a hill. I'm liking the pressures back out from the Hive, trying to get that mental energy that they had in Game 3 and Game 4. Taking those both from the Foxes, sending us to the Game 5 decider as the Hive looking for another one. But it just seems that the Foxes are playing a little bit kind of like in game number 3, where the Hive came back to take that lead and win that game. It just seems like the Foxes are not playing up as strong, but they're keeping the pressure on just as same.
Well, they're doing a great job of just killing clock. They're running side to side, getting the demos as Thunder B hunting for another one. A bump, a demo. That is 4 to set him up, but Waffle King comes through in the clutch. The Hive still alive. A missed touch there from Benningham, though. Losing control in transition. A huge defensive stand. Almost a play of the week candidate. Just dividing both demos and the bump to make that save.
Yeah, that's a shot on by Grand Dyer. Going to go off the post. We've seen quite a lot of that. Looking for the double touch. Can't get it. It's going to bounce off the crossbar. The woodwork seemed a little bit more of playtime in this 5th game. Going to bounce hard off the ceiling. Thunderbee going to be late to this one. Great touch by Benningham to get it over him. That's a wide open net for Benningham. Cut that lead once again in half. And now it's back to 1.
Well, the task is ahead of them. The table is set. The mountain peak sits atop a Game 5 stealer here for the Hive. They are down 1 goal. It is up to them, and only 2 minutes remain.
Hive looking for that reverse sweep. Foxes take the first 2 games, and now the Hive take the previous 2 games. But Thunder trying to assure this one, and he's doing a fantastic job at that.
A save and a clear are 2 different things, Xander, and that was unfortunately what they needed. The Hive, they needed both, but only got 1, so that save popped up. But Thunder putting the pressure back on. The Foxes will not go away, making it a 2-goal lead once again.
Yeah, we want to see a little bit more out of Benningham, but he's going to get this pass over to the middle. Should have been a little bit harder. Grand Dyer going to leave the wall, let Waffle King get a second touch, get 31 boost. Not going to get the second one. Benningham high up in the skies. Gonna get the first touch. Gonna get beat on the second one. Thunder B. Gonna go high. Gonna get the dunk play here. Wearing down some time. Still a 2-goal lead in favor of the Foxes. Hive trying to close the gap a little bit more. Trying to get another goal here a little bit quickly so they give themselves a little bit more time to get that second one that they need. But the Foxes might try to secure this one. But no, it's going to be saved out. And the Hive still holding strong here on defense, but they still need 2 more to tie us up, send us to overtime.
Defense is not what you need. You need some offense here, and that is exactly what the Foxes have. A premium for Thunder. Now a 2-on-1 opportunity, but that flick way too early. Waffle King runs back, but overruns it. Has to get under to it, and it does a great job of adjusting to that jump. Thought a 50 was coming sooner. Able to put it back on, but the Hive turns away at the point of attack. Once again, Thunderbee looking for this one to put it away and can't find the touch, but gets the double anyway. A hat trick for Thunder and a series for the Foxes.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic series too, and Thunder B showing up exactly how we expected, popping off every which way, proving it right there. Perfect read off the crossbar, put this one in. 3-goal lead, 15 seconds remaining, about 5 seconds per goal is needed, and it's closing down here. May
Waffle?
Get it here, and Waffle gonna get that one. Gonna close it down to 2, 7 seconds remaining. Gonna need some kickoff goals here.
Mathematically saying it is possible. It's going to be difficult. They have to win a kickoff and have to score immediately, and then they have to get it in the air. The Hive still have a chance. Game 5, knocking on this door. The Fox is trying to bend but not break. A very good kickoff. If you're a Fox fan, Waffle King can't get control. 3, 2. That is mathematically it. Thunderbee and Grandeur up. That's going to bounce back down. Beninem puts the end to this series, and the Foxes put a end to the night for the Hive. Walking away, beaten, bruised, but victorious in the end, overcoming a 0-2 slump in the middle of this series.
Yeah, going down 0-2, you think your hopes and dreams are done, but no, you keep that momentum going or trying to build up the momentum in that way, and they did it. They took those 2 games. They took that 3rd and 4th game, sent us to a 5th decider game, but now it was up to them in game number 5. They showed up, but showed up way too late here. And now it's back to the Foxes, and the Foxes came right back, got that game number 5 win, and it's theirs to take. And the Hive still played fantastic, but it was not going such in their favor. And it was just a great overall performance here from both teams.
Well, more than I honestly could have asked for after watching the first 2 games. I was worried that the Foxes were going to win away for it. And then stepping up were the Hive to answer that call and win back-to-back games to force an interesting Game 5, Xander. And then the Foxes flipping the script one again. I feel like I was watching M. Night Shyamalan. There were so many twists and turns. I didn't know who was going to win. And then, in the end, the Foxes pull this series away at 3-2. And Xander, guess what? That's only our first game tonight, man. We still have one more here. And so, you at home, we're going to take a short break. I need a break to get a little bit of water. And so, after a short bit, we will be back with some more MLE Week 6 action.